able to enjoy. I just don't see how that's interrelated.
I don't see how it is either. I was just about to say, to me,
feels real fishing expedition.
Yeah, fishing expedition. Also, I love how it's like, oh, to fund the lifestyle Clarkson wanted to enjoy. What about both of you? You can't say it was used for marital funds and only she would use it. Does that make sense?
Right. Yeah. Also, you have to realize that she's a fucking mega pop star.
I hope she's just living her life and going on vacation.
She should live her life. I don't think
she's having babies in this time.
No
and doing
kidding.
all this stuff and working while you're doing what?
Sitting you see what it's like for me to work and have babies?
Oh my gosh. I don't know.
God, it's hard. I'm going to drink to that. This request was denied by the court, which reaffirmed that the trial would be laser focused on whether he collected fees on Clarkson's deals in violation of the California Talent Agencies Act, and everything else would be put on hold. I still cannot, even if I were maybe a law clerk in this law firm, I'm pretty sure I would be like, you cannot argue about what they did with their marital finances.
Yeah.
You cannot argue that. It doesn't make any sense. This is a business litigation lawsuit.
It's so irrelevant to me.
So irrelevant.
Yeah.
Which of course is why it was denied. Like, how could you come up with this cockamamie bullshit?
It seems like his attorneys were just going to try anything.
Spaghetti at the wall.
Yeah. I feel like he probably was a horrible client. Not to say that, but he probably was. And was like, I'm losing and you just need to do everything. And they
but I said it, and he demanded to argue this. He's like, but if the court could just hear me, and if you could just tell them this. And that's just a terrible, costly position to have.
For sure.
That I want justice. And what about if the judge just hears me? And I just want to tell them that is a costly endeavor, right? It doesn't make a lot of sense, and it doesn't make you money. You don't win on that argument. If you just hear me, the judge is a person. I had a client one time tell me this. I'll never forget it. It was a long time ago. But they were like, but if the judge hears me, the judge is a person too. And I said, they're not a person the way you think they are.
No.
They're actually very strongly bound by the law and to follow the law and to actually ignore their personhood in favor of the law.
Yeah.
You should truly, truly, truly consider that they should ignore their emotional status in favor of following the law.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're like, but he's a person and he'll feel bad for you, he won't.
No.
He won't. And they can't. It's not possible. So this request